everyone, Sue B Polished here. I'm going to do a short video on decal, how to make a decal from with your rubber stamper, and then just place it on your nail. So if you have trouble actually stamping on your nail, you can do the decal technique, and would be easier to line it up. Just a little FYI, Walgreens this week has Sinful Colors polish on sale for 99 cents. So I'll be right back with the decal technique. Okay, here I am with the decal technique. Here is the decal on the rubber stamp. So if you have extra rubber stamps, it's helpful to do, when you do this. I made this little container out of a toilet paper tube to hold my stamp while it's drying. So let's get started. What you need is a rubber stamp and a plate. The plate I chose is the Puin buffet style plate number 79. And we're going to use, let's see, we're going to use this image right here. It looks like little rope flowers. I don't know if you can see that. So here we go. I'm just going to adjust my camera. Sorry about the hand in the way. Here we go. Okay, I'll get started. The first thing I'm going to do is get my black polish, and I'm using navy black, my usual, and then I'm also using 3 Insta-Dry colors. The first one is, let's see, what's the name of this? Sonic Bloom number 260. That's the Insta-Dry. It's a corally pink. And then I'm using Grape Race number 70. It's like a lavender. And I'm using Lightning number 250. It's a bright yellow. So I'm going to put my, you can see this. I'm putting my polish on the plate. I would do the full image because you don't know how it's going to fit on your nail, so I do the full image. Scrape that and get it on your stamp, and this is what it will look like. So that's that for now. I let this dry for a few minutes, and then you can use a dotting tool, or you can use a brush. I prefer a little brush. This is just a brush I got with nail art brush set that I purchased from eBay. It was very inexpensive, like a couple of bucks for like 10 or 12 brushes. So this one's pretty cool. So I'm going to be showing you the stamp with the black outline, and what we're going to do is paint in the lines. So I'm going to put this down a minute. I'm going to take a drop of the purple polish that I have, a big dollop. I'm going to put it on the back of my stamping card. You can see that. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this polish. I hope you can see this. I'm going to do it as close to the camera as I can. And I'm going to color in every other little rope line inside the lines. If you get a little bit out of the lines, it's okay, because it won't show when you stamp it. So there's one done. Hope you can see this. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to do all the purple ones, and I try to do, opposite of the one I just did. So like you don't have 2 purples touching. It just makes it look more, together. Sometimes you can't help it. You'll just end up with 2 purples touching, but for the most part. You see how that goes. That's my phone ringing. Just ignore it. The dotting tool works pretty well, but I feel like I have more control with the brush. I can pick up more polish at a time, like, I don't know, I just like it better. For some reason, it just works better for me. And so that's that for the purple. You can let that dry for a little bit if you like. I'm just going to move right in to the coral pink. I'm going to wipe this little card off, so it's very simple to do. And then I'm going to put a dollop of the coral pink. This is really not that difficult to do if once you learn the technique, you just do it. It's pretty simple. It's like coloring, and it's fun to do. Now I'm going to do the coral on the opposite little lines. If you can see that, let's show you what I did there. Okay. So it almost looks like a little flower. The ones that are not attached to that circle in the middle, you see these little, then just leave those white. You could do these this on a regular flower image, or a geographic, blocks or squares or whatever you have, and it comes out pretty nice. And it's a lot easier to position this on your nail than it is to position the stamp itself when you're trying to stamp. Because, we're going to remove this after we're done coloring. You don't have to be perfectly exact, just as long as you get those colors on there. Try to get in the lines, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. It's when you stamp it, you won't really see it. I'll put this over here a little bit there, a little bit here. Once you start, you'll see where you need to fill in. So there it is. Seeing that? So now I'm going to clean this brush again, and I'm going to get my yellow polish. I'm just using a little cotton pad to clean all this stuff up. I'm going to do the yellow. Put a dollop of yellow on there. You don't need too much. And then I'm going to do the inner circle. That dot right in the middle. The outer circle I'm going to leave white. You can do any color you like. You can just pick and choose whatever colors you think look nice. That's what you can do. The thing with these is use them right away, because if you let them sit too long, they get a little bit brittle and they won't behave on your nail. And that's it. So then you put this aside to dry. When it's totally dry, you do a layer of top coat. Let that totally dry. I give it like an hour or so at least. And then once that top coat is dry, you're going to peel it off of the stamp I use a tweezers. I'll show you how I do that with the one that I have here. That's already finished. Let's see it. So that's completed. And then I'm going to put it on a nail for you. I painted a fakey white, and I'll show you how to do the rest. So, get my trusty little tweezer. Be very careful when you do this, because you don't want to wreck it. So you find a spot where there is clear polish, and just put your little tweezer under there, just barely, just a little bit. You see what I'm doing here? Just push down on the stamper and you'll be able to lift that. I like to go around the whole thing and lift it up and then peel it right off, and there it is. And isn't that pretty neat? Here it is in my hand. And that's your little decal. And now I'm going to take it with my, to use my hand. You can trim it if you like, but I trim it on the nail. I think that works better. So you're just going to put it on the nail, however you want to place it. See how I place that there? So that every part is covered. And just press it down. Now, this has been sitting for a few minutes, so I'm going to put a light coat of top coat on the nail so it will stick. The decal will stick to the top coat. Use your judgment. Sometimes it'll just stick on the nail if you just recently polished your nail. You know, it'll be still a little tacky, and it will stick right on the nail. In this situation, this has been sitting for about a couple hours, so I think it'll work, yeah, much better like this. So get that on there just the way you want it, and then just press it down and it'll stick nicely. And you can, what I usually do is I top coat it again. There's the finished nail. I top coat it again, and then see this extra piece here? Oh, let's see this extra piece that goes underneath? After you top coat this, you'll be able to just peel that right off. So let me do the top coat for you. Now at this point you could top coat it with fairy dust or something with a little sparkle if you like that. If you don't, okay, just leave it as is. Let it dry, and then these little side extra pieces will come right off after it's dried. And there's the finished nail. Kind of cute. So that's my decal look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up please. Subscribe to my channel. There'll be much more coming in the future. And if you didn't hear my intro, Walgreens has Sinful Colors, 99 cents. Go get them. Have a great day. I appreciate you. See you soon. Bye now.